This, okay, not this. This is my bronzer. This on my eyelids. Oh my god. Well, this is interesting. Ugh. Hey guys, so I'm starting today's video with wet hair only because in Addison's video that she did with Vogue, she also had wet hair. I really needed to wash my hair, couldn't be bothered to dry it for this video, and I thought, you know what, Addison had wet hair, I'm gonna have wet hair too. So if you hadn't already guessed, I'm gonna be following Addison Rae's Vogue makeup tutorial. This was actually posted about a month ago, I think, but I haven't got around to doing this till now. But I really enjoy doing these types of videos where I recreate celebrity makeup looks. It's just fun to test out someone else's makeup routine because most of these celebrities do their makeup completely different to how I would ever do my makeup. So it's kind of fun to like take their routine and put it on my face. So that is what I'm gonna be doing today. I guess I don't really have much else to say other than let's just get into it. I'm gonna listen to the video like with one AirPod in and on my phone and try and like sync up the two. So if you see a little earphone in my ear, that's why. So I've just parked myself over this side of the screen so that Addison can have her little face on the screen here. Now I've got to remember to actually screen record every part of this because I feel like I'm gonna do something wrong. I don't actually know who was the first person to start this kind of video idea. Oh, okay, YouTube won't even let me go back that far. I don't know, if anybody knows who started this trend, let me know down below. Screen record. So at the start of the video, she is doing her skincare stuff, but I'm not really gonna do that because I'm not a skincare guru. If you're looking for skincare, go watch Hiram or James Welsh. Okay, let's just skip through all the... Wow, she uses a lot of skincare. Okay. So she goes straight from doing her sunscreen, which is what I've done. I've done like a couple of skincare bits and my sunscreen, SPF, sun cream, whatever you want to call it. And then she goes straight into her makeup. She doesn't use a primer, she goes straight into her foundation.
My sunscreen, I go right into my makeup and use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. So I usually will take my setting spray that I use into my makeup and wet my beauty.
So she doesn't go and like wash her beauty blender or anything. She literally just sprays it with MAC Fix Plus. So I guess that's what I'm doing today. This is not even like a beauty blender that I would normally use. I don't know where my other one's gone. This one's a little bit firm, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So the way that this is different to how I normally do my makeup is, oh, there's literally a hair on this. I should probably not use that, should I? Oh, I don't have another choice. So I've got a mini little MAC Fix Plus, but what I would normally do is go and run my sponge under the sink and give it a wash at the same time. So I'm kind of washing it every day so that it doesn't like build up tons and tons of foundation. The thing is, I feel like this is not enough. I have to really drench it for the sponge to actually start expanding. Whenever I try doing this with just a setting spray, the sponge like ends up a funny shape because it doesn't expand in all the, like evenly. It just expands in certain places, and maybe that's just me being picky, but I never find that this usually works very well for me, and it wastes a bloody lot of setting spray. Yeah, like, do you see what I mean? It's expanded in the places that I've sprayed it, but only in certain patches. That'll do, that'll do. Right, Addison, what do you do next?
And then I put my foundation on my hand, just about...
That's like half a pump.
This much, and then I put it kind of just all over my face.
All right,
and then
I can do that.
I blend with my sponge. I learned how to do my makeup from my mom.
All right, let's do the same. She literally used like half a pump. So I've got the shade 4 Neutral of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I don't have all the exact same products as her, but I do have this. Yeah, she didn't even use like a full pump. I feel like that's such a small amount of foundation. And then I may as well just press play again while I'm blending this in so we can listen to her talk.
So when I was growing up, she was a makeup artist. Also, growing up in competitive dance, you kind of like learn how to do your makeup because stage makeup is like super fun and like red lipstick and glittery eyeshadow and fake eyelashes. So I kind of learned as I grew up in dance. All right, I'm gonna take my Item concealer.
You know what, a little bit of this goes a long way. Okay, I'm just gonna pause it quickly while I blend out the rest of my foundation. Yeah, that amount was actually enough to cover most of my face. Although I will say, my beauty blender still feels quite hard. And I would much rather have run it under the tap, but you know what, that's okay. It's doing the job. It is doing the job. Also, I think with makeup, it's kind of like what works for you, just go with that. If something works for you and doesn't work for somebody else, that's fine. As long as it works for you, like, you do you, you know? Well, who knew? You only need a tiny bit of that foundation. So she's actually using her Item Beauty concealer. I'm going to use the Oma Uoma, don't know how you pronounce this, Woke concealer, which is the shade Fair Lady T1. If you guys want me to test Addison Rae's beauty brand, Item Beauty, let me know because I'm kind of curious. Although actually, I don't know if we can get it in the UK. Okay, concealer.
I wanted to launch Item Beauty because I, first of all, love makeup and grew up loving it as well. But I also wanted to make a fun, clean brand that has products that I use daily. I just really wanted to...
She doesn't have any spots, so I'm also gonna conceal my spots and blemishes, but her skin is kind of flawless, so she doesn't need that, but that's what I'm gonna do.
I just really wanted to make products that would make people use them to enhance their features instead of covering them up.
Interesting placement how she puts it under her nose here. Right, let's just go back a little bit and then she does her blush. Next.
So, for blush, I'm going to be using this Beauty Counter blush stick in Caramel. And I'll usually just take it on my finger. And rub it around just so it's like warmed up a little bit. And then I take about that much.
Nice.
And just dab it on my cheeks.
Okay. It's quite a brown blush. I don't have that specific one, but the closest one that I've got is the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out cream blush in 11 Fenty Glow. I think this is one of their limited edition Christmas ones, but her blush looked very brown. She said it's the shade Caramel, so I'm going to use this one on my cheeks. Also, what is it with all these celebrities that don't set their under eyes and don't set their face? I swear, every single one of these, apart from Kim, they don't set their under eyes, but if I don't do that, look at these creases. But whatever, let's do some blush.
My favorite TikTok trend is probably, I feel like I like the WAP dance right now that's trending, just because there's so many different dances to like one song, which I always like. Whenever like a big song has multiple dances to it, I think it just makes it so much more fun. Because then my friends and I will put on the song when we're together.
Ooh, this color
and
is
just
gorgeous.
do every single dance, which is so much fun. And then also with my blush, I also put it on my nose and kind of go for like a sunburnt-ish look.
She literally brings her blush all the way in here.
During the day, because for some reason I just really like that. All right, and then next up I will be going in with my bronzer.
Okay, I'm just gonna pause. So she brings her blush all the way across her cheeks, like all the way across here and down her nose. I like blush on my nose. I usually just put a bit on the tip. She brings it all the way across her nose bridge, and my under eyes are creasing so bad. This, okay, not this. This is my bronzer. This blush is so nice. That's actually a really nice colour. It's not really one that I would usually go for, but I think that's really pretty. So then with her wet, sticky foundation face, she goes straight in with bronzer. And I know so many people that do this, but when I do this, I find that my powder bronzer just gets stuck to my foundation that's not set. And it's just a whole mess, but let's see how this goes. Maybe it'll work this time around. So let me just go back a couple seconds.
I'm gonna be using my Item Beauty bronzer in Off Topic.
I'm using one from Urban Decay.
So normally I'll use like the lighter shade and just go right in the places that I feel necessary.
Which is her cheeks.
I'm gonna be using the Patrick Ta
So she says she puts it in the places she feels necessary, but then I feel like she just put it on her cheeks. She kind of looks like she has some on her forehead though, like just at the very top of her forehead here, but I don't know if that's just her natural tan. Also, this foundation I think is a little bit light for me, so I'm just gonna bronze up my face a little bit with it. See, I still feel like she looks a lot more blushy than me, so I'm gonna put a tiny bit more blush on, because this does blend out pretty sheer. Like, her nose is so blushy.
And this is the MAC Fix Plus, and then I spray it and just rub it in that.
So I think she's using some kind of soap brow type thing, but it says brow shaping wax. I don't have that one.
Or social media influencers. I think it would be that like we're all normal people and we all have hearts and feelings, and that negativity is just really hard sometimes. And I think a lot of people don't realize that just because it's behind a screen and there's thousands of comments doesn't mean that we don't look at them or see the negative comments.
She's right, you know. She's right.
So now I'm just brushing the eyebrows up to a shape that I like. I am not the best at this because I've grown up with really thick eyebrows, so I never filled them in or like done gels or anything like that up until like this past year. And now I'm just really liking having a nice,
Me too,
brushed up, big
cool
eyebrow look. So after I do that, I'm gonna take my item pencil once again, but this time I'm going to use the other side of it.
Right, so she uses her brow pencil to fill in a few gaps of her eyebrows, and then she uses it as winged liner. This is the Benefit Brow Styler. Obviously, I'm going to have to fill in my brows a little bit more than Addison does because she's got a lot better eyebrows than I do. I think this, oh yeah, it's the shade 3.5 and I'm just using the pencil side. Because her Item Beauty brow pencil doesn't look like a skinny pencil. It kind of looks like one of these ones that are slightly thicker. My eyebrows are actually looking pretty nice. Doing this method with the brow wax first. So she leaves them relatively natural looking and I'm going to kind of do the same. She has got great eyebrows, to be fair. I'm very jealous. Right, so she's using her eyebrow pencil as an eyeliner, which is interesting. I haven't seen people do that before.
Soft winged eyeliner, and then I'll just
literally just from her outer
like a little smudge, very light, and then kind of just rub it out. And then I'll do it to the other side as well.
Okay.
I will normally like go back in with my eyebrow pencil and like remake these freckles.
Okay, so she's doing freckles with her eyebrow pencil.
Kind of like that. And then once they're all evenly on there, then I take my Beauty Blender once again and blend.
Okay.
And then you have little freckles. After I do my eyebrows, a little bit of freckles, and
let's pause. Okay, so the creases under my eyes are now looking pretty crazy. So she did these little on my eyelids. Oh my god. And then she takes her Beauty Blender and just pats over them to blend them in. Kind of just took them off, but cool. Look at these creases under my eyes. Can you see here? Oh, sad times. Excuse me while I just scream. The scream recording hasn't been playing. Like, I wasn't I literally said that this was going to happen. Did I not say this was going to happen? I've just done half the video and the screen recording didn't work. I've got 2 seconds of footage. Great. It's going to be a bitch to edit.
I go in with the Charlotte Tilbury
highlighting
wand in Goldgasm, and then I just take the end and dab it on the spots that I want to highlight.
So she highlights.
I'll normally put it like under my eyebrow as well.
Under her brow.
And then 2 dots on the sides of my forehead. I will go back in now with my same sponge and just blend that out.
Well, this is interesting. Somebody tell me why Addison looks like a glowing goddess and I just look like a hot mess with this makeup. She adds more glow to her face when she hasn't even set her face. But she's adding more glow and she doesn't look like an oily mess. And then there's me. Alrighty.
I'm gonna go in with eyeshadow.
So she's doing eyeshadow.
With the shade Blush.
Ooh, I don't have that palette, but I do have similar eyeshadow shades. Let me just grab one. So I've got the Revolution and Patricia Bright palette, and I'm going to take the shade Workaholic, which is this blushy toned colour. Oh my god, these creases are not okay. Taking a blushy eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, okay, maybe this one is a bit too pink. She just kind of blended that.
And then I'm going to go in with the shade Luxe and just take it on my finger.
I think I need to do my wings a bit bigger because hers are slightly longer. My eyebrow pencil wings. Because half of her look seems to be doing something and then just blending it out until it kind of disappears. You know what, I'm just going to leave those wings like that. So she's taking a shiny eyeshadow and she's just put that all over her lids. So I'm going to take the shade Diamonds for Breakfast from this palette and just whack it on my eyelid with my finger. This does look kind of similar to the one that she used. She just puts it all over her eyelid, like everywhere. See, the thing is with Addison is she is so naturally beautiful anyway that she could do any makeup and still end up looking stunning. She's making it look amazing. I'm not sure how, because she just whacked that eyeshadow literally everywhere, but looks great on her.
So next up, I'll get my Tweezerman eyelash curler and comb my lashes.
Let me just try and curl my lashes without ripping all my eyelashes out. See, I never normally curl my lashes, but mostly because I'm lazy. Oh, she's just so stunning.
For mascara, I'm going to use my Item Lash Snack and just go right in like
Lash Snack. So I'm using the Morphe mascara. Even her putting on mascara face isn't ugly. Where does she put mascara? Just on her upper eyelashes? Does she put it on her lower lashes? Oh no, there is a bit on her lower lashes. So let's do lips.
But I'm not actually dating right now. I am very much single, but...
well, she's really not single anymore.
So for lips, I first go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk and just outline my lips.
One of my faves.
And it's very much not sharpened right now, but I'm gonna do my best to just get some color on there, because this is really just like a light step in the color I use on my lips.
I just look like a sweaty mess.
And then next up, I'm gonna go in with my NARS lipstick in Band Red. This is like my all-time favorite lipstick color, and I use this every single day. I think I've used it for the past 3 years, and I cannot get over the shade.
So I did Google this lip shade. I had a look through my NARS lipsticks. I don't have this one. I think it's been discontinued. I could be wrong, maybe they brought it back, but on a couple of websites they had a few of them, but I thought, you know what, I've got colours that are so similar. So I'm using this one, which is the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Glowing Gen, which I thought looks kind of similar to the one that she's using. It's just like a pinky
I like a
red
good
sort
dewy
of colour.
makeup look
So
that is really glowy and fresh and
I'm gonna use
simple
this instead.
Until the nighttime, and then I like to do a little bit of a smoky eye normally. I will go in with my setting spray and set my makeup.
Ugh. Whenever I do my setting spray at the very end of my makeup, I always find that my mascara then smudges. Just give me a couple seconds while I just fan my face. I just look like the sweaty Walmart version of Addison Rae right now that's been put through the washing machine.
After that, we'll go in with my lip gloss, and it is the Lip Quip from here, and...
So I'm using the Too Faced Secure the Bag Power Plumping lip gloss. This is one of the glosses that I was going to test the other day in my video, but I didn't get around to it. So let's see if this plumps my lips. Oh, it smells nice. What does that smell? Oh, it smells kind of like fake watermelon. Is this supposed to plump my lips? Because I can't really feel anything happening yet. Oh no, wait, I can. It's starting. It's starting. Ooh boy, it's starting to tingle.
And then after I finish my makeup look, I go right into my hair.
That's her makeup look.
So for my hair, it's kind of air dried a lot since the beginning of my makeup.
Beautiful. Let me just skip and see what she does to her hair. Oh, she uses her air wrap. Yeah, see, why is it stopped screen record? It stopped screen recording again. Oh, that is so frustrating. I'm gonna have to try and edit this all in, and I won't have all the bits where I paused. Looking at her makeup, she looks a lot more bronzed than me. Her blush seems to be a lot more bold. I think when I blended out the highlighter and blended out the freckles, it kind of just blended out the bronzer and the blush that I had on my face. I look quite washed out on camera, so I think I'm just gonna touch up my bronzer and my blush and maybe the freckles again, because, like, where did it go? So this is my finished makeup look. I don't think it quite has the same effect on me as it does with Addison. She looked stunning. Her makeup clearly works for her. Like, she looked amazing at the end of the video. I think for me, it's just a little bit too much glowiness and dewiness, and I would definitely set at least this bit under my eyes. I would probably set the rest on my face, but you know what? It's definitely a very fresh, glowy look, and I think she looks amazing. You know what? This lip gloss is really tingling, but it feels kind of good. It does feel good, and my lips do look very juicy and plump. So this is the finished look. What do you guys think? It's definitely very glowy. It was very simple. I like how simple it was. It's very quick, very easy. I just realised I can take this out now. I'm just sitting here with my AirPod in. But there we go, guys. Addison Rae's makeup tutorial. So I'm just going to answer a question of the day. If you guys have got any more questions for me, as always, leave them down below with the hashtag question of the day, and I might answer it in my next video. Today's question comes from Havana May Eifert. Efert. I'm really sorry that I probably just said your surname wrong. And she has said, will you be doing Vlogmas? Love you lots. Thank you. I definitely will not be doing Vlogmas every single day of December. And also I don't do enough interesting stuff to do Vlogmas. I say this every year, like I live a pretty basic life, and especially at the moment with lockdown and stuff. I did consider maybe doing a weekly vlog each week in December on my second channel. So if you guys would like to see that, let me know. My second channel is more just like, I was gonna say fun, but it's actually very boring over there. It's mostly like house stuff. Don't feel the need to be consistent on there. I just post on there when I feel like it, if that makes sense. But yeah, there will definitely be some vlogs in December, and there will be a vlog coming next week, which is very exciting, which you might want to go over and follow my second channel, because next week there might be a very exciting vlog. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below. I'm gonna go sort out this mess of my hair. And I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye!